Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the incomparable Ella Fitzgerald, often referred to as the First Lady of Song. With a career spanning over 5 decades, Ella left an indelible mark on the music world, and her story is one of talent, perseverance, and passion. As we explore her remarkable life, let's start at the beginning, in the vibrant city of Newport News, Virginia, where Ella was born on April 25, 1917. Ella's early life was marked by a mix of hardship and musical inspiration. Her parents, William Fitzgerald and Temperance Henry, separated shortly after her birth, and Ella spent her childhood moving between her mother's and grandparents' homes in Newport News and New York City. Despite the challenges she faced, Ella's family encouraged her love of music from an early age. Her mother, a skilled pianist, would often play hymns and spirituals on the piano, and Ella would sing along, developing her impressive vocal range and tone. As we delve deeper into Ella's childhood, it becomes clear that her future success was not just about talent, although she had plenty of that, but also about the people and experiences that shaped her along the way. In 1925, Ella's family moved to Yonkers, New York, where she attended Beaver Elementary School and began to develop her musical skills in earnest. She would often sing at school functions and local talent shows, showcasing her unique voice and charisma. One of the most significant events in Ella's early life was her placement in the New York State Training School for Girls in Hudson, New York, in 1932. After her mother's untimely death, Ella was sent to the school, where she would spend several difficult years. Despite the challenges she faced, Ella found solace in music and began to develop her singing skills in earnest. She would often perform for her fellow students and teachers, showcasing her impressive vocal range and scat singing abilities. Growing up in Yonkers, Ella was surrounded by a vibrant musical community that inspired and mentored her. She would often visit the nearby jazz clubs in Harlem, where she'd watch performances by legendary musicians like Cab Calloway and Ethel Waters. These experiences not only shaped her musical style, but also introduced her to the world of professional entertainment. Ella's early exposure to these jazz greats would later influence her own unique sound and stage presence. In 1934, at the age of 17, Ella made her first major appearance at the Apollo Theater's famous amateur night. Although she didn't win the competition, this experience marked a turning point in Ella's career, as she began to realize that music could be more than just a hobby. It could be her ticket to stardom. Although she didn't win the competition, this experience marked a turning point in Ella's career, as she began to realize that music could be more than just a hobby. It could be her ticket to stardom. It was during this time that Ella met Chick Webb, a renowned drummer and bandleader who would become a mentor and friend. Webb was impressed by Ella's talent and invited her to join his orchestra, which was one of the most popular and influential jazz bands of the time. Ella's first performance with the Chick Webb Orchestra was in 1935, and she quickly became an integral part of the group. As a member of the Chick Webb Orchestra, Ella honed her craft, singing alongside other talented musicians like Taft Jordan and Louis Jordan. She learned how to improvise, how to work with different arrangements, and how to connect with audiences. The orchestra's energetic performances, which often featured Ella's scat singing and impressive vocal acrobatics, helped establish her as a rising star in the jazz world. One of the most significant events during this period was the recording of A Tasket in 1938. This song, which was written by Ella and Al Feldman, became a huge hit, reaching #1 on the Billboard charts and staying there for 19 weeks. The song's success not only launched Ella's career, but also helped establish her as a talented songwriter. As Ella's popularity grew, so did her confidence. She began to take more risks, experimenting with new sounds and styles. She worked with other notable musicians, like Benny Goodman and Artie Shaw, and she started to develop her own unique sound, which blended elements of jazz, swing, and blues. Ella's time with the Chick Webb Orchestra was marked by both triumphs and challenges. The orchestra faced financial struggles, and Ella often had to deal with racism and sexism in the music industry. However, despite these obstacles, she persevered, using her talent and determination to overcome them. As we explore this pivotal period in Ella's life, it becomes clear that her success was not just about her individual talent, although she had plenty of that, but also about the people and experiences that shaped her along the way. Her time with the Chick Webb Orchestra, in particular, played a crucial role in her development as an artist, providing her with the training, support, and exposure she needed to succeed. As Ella's career continued to soar, she faced new challenges and opportunities. She began to perform with other notable musicians, like Dizzy Gillespie and Charlie Parker, and she started to explore new styles and genres. She also became more confident in her abilities, taking on more leadership roles and pushing the boundaries of what was possible for a female jazz musician. As the 1960s dawned, Ella found herself navigating a changing musical landscape. Jazz was evolving, with new styles and subgenres emerging, and Ella adapted, incorporating elements of pop, soul, and Latin music into her repertoire. She collaborated with other legendary musicians, such as Count Basie, Louis Armstrong, and Duke Ellington, and continued to push the boundaries of vocal improvisation. One notable highlight from this period was her iconic performance at the 1960 Berlin Jazz Festival, where she dazzled audiences with her scat singing and virtuosic interpretations of jazz standards. This concert cemented her reputation as a global ambassador for jazz, and she went on to perform at numerous international festivals, spreading the genre's message of creativity and freedom. Despite her professional successes, Ella faced personal struggles during this period. She experienced health problems, including diabetes and heart issues, which forced her to curtail her touring schedule and focus on studio recordings. Additionally, she endured a tumultuous marriage to bassist Ray Brown, with whom she had a son, Ray Brown Jr., before their divorce in 1953. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Ella continued to perform and record, albeit at a slower pace. She released several acclaimed albums, including Ella Loves Louie and Clap Hands, Here Comes Charlie, which showcased her mastery of the Great American Songbook. Her live performances remained highly anticipated events, with audiences marveling at her technical prowess and emotional depth. In the 1980s and 1990s, Ella's legacy began to be recognized by a new generation of musicians and fans. She received numerous awards and accolades, including multiple Grammy Awards, the National Medal of Arts, and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Her influence can be heard in the work of vocalists such as Diana Krall, Diane Reeves, and Cassandra Wilson, who have all cited Ella as a major inspiration. Ella Fitzgerald passed away on June 15, 1996, at the age of 78, leaving behind an unparalleled legacy as one of the greatest jazz singers of all time. Her music continues to inspire and delight audiences around the world, with her recordings remaining timeless classics that transcend generations and genres. As we conclude our journey through Ella's extraordinary life, we're reminded of her own words, "It isn't where you come from, it's where you're going that counts." Ella Fitzgerald's remarkable story serves as a testament to the power of talent, perseverance, and passion, inspiring us all to strive for greatness in our own lives. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.